Good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from the YouTube channel. It's like 2 part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1981 college football season from November 7th. Let's get into it. This is week 10. Clemson beat North Carolina 10-8. This is a battle of two top 10 teams. Number 2 was Clemson, number 8 was North Carolina. 10-8 was the final score in favor of Clemson. Tar Heels entered the game with 36 points per game scoring average. They left with respect for Clemson's defense. Each team managed a single field goal in the second half, with Tigers kicker Donald Igwebuike's 39-yard boot producing a margin of victory. Late drives by North Carolina into Tigers territory ended on sack by middle guard William Perry. They had 5 tackles and 2 sacks, and on last possession, from a pitch out that was recovered by defensive tackle Jeff Bryant. Game sole touchdown came on a 7-yard run in second quarter by Clemson fullback Jeff McCall, who was top rusher with 84 yards. Halfback Kelvin Bryant returned to North Carolina lineup after 4-game absence with knee injury, but was largely ineffective. Next, number 13 Miami beat number 14 Florida State 27-19. Miami had excuses for any lack of focus, but pulled off a road win despite euphoria over Penn State victory. A midweek decision by NCAA to put team on 2-year probation for recruiting violations. Hurricanes broke 13-13 fourth quarter tie. A 6-yard touchdown run by halfback Smokey Rome, following pass by quarterback Jim Kelly. 33 yards to fullback Speedy Neal and 17 yards to wide receiver Rocky Belk. Miami linebacker Greg Brown set up winning drive with blocked field goal attempt as Canes special teams sparkled with 3 kick blocks, 2 field goals by kicker Danny Miller, including school record 57-yard effort. Meanwhile, Florida State quarterback Rick Stockstill then threw pass tip to Miami cornerback Ronnie Lippett that set up a 23-yard touchdown pass by Kelly to Neal for 27-13 lead. On scoring play, 247-pound Neal caught short pass, hurdled cornerback Harvey Clayton at 10-yard line, racing to the end zone. Seminoles, who lost 19-game home winning streak, answered with 7-yard touchdown pass to tight end Sam Childers on drive set up by a 50-yard kickoff return by tailback Greg Allen after backward pass by tailback Cedric Jones. FSU would get no closer as final drive reached Miami 29-yard line before time ran out. In 23 years that I've been coaching, I've never been prouder of the team, said Miami coach Howard Sandberg. Next, we got Georgia, number 4 team in the country, beat Florida a score of 26-21 in Jacksonville. Perhaps not as great as the 1980 edition of rivalry, the contest nonetheless featured another terrific fourth-quarter drive for victory by Georgia by the same score as previous year. Trailing 21-20, Georgia embarked on a 17-play, 95-yard drive to a 1-yard touchdown run by tailback Herschel Walker with 2:31 left. Walker lugged the ball 11 times on drive. He rushed for 192 yards, SEC record 47 carries, and scored all 4 touchdowns for Georgia and 2 on pass receptions. Florida had just taken 21-20 lead on 10-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Wayne Peace to wide receiver Spencer Jackson. Gaze with help by a botched kickoff return while Walker owned 14-0 second quarter lead, with Peace opening scoring with 54-yard touchdown pass to tailback Steve Miller. Walker tied the game with 2 touchdown catches. Now a 24-yard pass from quarterback Buck Bellew to close first half, 16-yard toss in third quarter. His 4-yard touchdown run capped 48-yard drive with 2014 lead early in the fourth quarter. Number 20, Southern Mississippi beat number 15 Mississippi State 7-6. Largest to date football crowd in Magnolia State history witnessed battle of resurgent programs. Both teams gave little quarter, with Golden Eagles making late clinching defensive stop. Bulldogs trailed by 7-6 with 1:26 left, faced a 4th and 1 at Southern Mississippi 33-yard line as the Eagles knocked Mississippi State back, dealing backup quarterback Tim Parrington short of the first down to preserve the victory. Now tailback Sammy Winder had scored from 1 yard out in the second quarter for 7-6 lead after 2 field goals by Bulldogs kicker Dana Moore missed 30-yard field goal try early in the fourth quarter. Minnesota beat University of Ohio State, who was ranked number 18 at the time. They beat them 35-31. Minnesota quarterback Mike Hohensee ripped Ohio State defense for 444 yards, passing and 5 touchdowns, including a winning touchdown pass, 28 yards to tight end Jay Carroll with 2:38 left. Hohensee broke Gophers' records for single game attempts, completions, and yards, while Carroll caught 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, wide receiver Chester Cooper caught 12 passes for school record 182 yards. Buckeyes quarterback Art Schlichter threw and ran for touchdowns but could not help. Could not help Ohio's leaky pass defense. So Ohio State fullback Tim Spencer ran for 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, including 73-yard run and first quarter for 14-0 lead. Loss ended 15-game streak in the series winning streak for Buckeyes, who blew a 21-7 and 31-21 leads. Now we got Michigan State beating Northwestern 61-14. And next you had Houston playing to a tie, a draw against number 5 Texas, 14-14. Now, in this matchup, Texas rallied behind walk-on quarterback Robert Brewer to score game's last 14 points. The kicker Raul Alevdre's 47-yard field goal, tying it with 2:40 left, converting to some of first-half interceptions by starting Texas quarterback Rick McIver, who was slowed by a shoulder injury. The Cougars enjoyed a 14-0 edge. The Houston offense faced short field for both touchdowns as cornerback Butch LaCroix returned his 7th interception of the year, 10 yards to the Horns' 22-yard line. And defensive end Kelly McDonald made 30-yard interception return to Texas' 16-yard line. So McIver's day ended at halftime with Brewer coming in to throw for 93 yards and lead 3 scoring drives. 16, number 16 Washington. This is the final game we're going to be discussing. Number 16 Washington lost to UCLA 31-0. Quarterback Tom Ramsey hooked up with wide receiver Cormac Carney on 2 touchdown passes in second quarter to lead Bruins to rout of generous Huskies. All 5 UCLA scores followed turnovers by Washington, as longest scoring drive for Bruins was only 51 yards and 3 trips, or 14 yards or less. Defensive tackle Irv Eatman had led ferocious Bruins defense with 2 sacks, while nose guard Carl Morgan forced recovered fumble in 17-point first half. Small highlights for Washington with 2 interceptions in first quarter by cornerback Bill Stapleton. So that concludes a look at the week that was college football history review, the 1981 college football season. For week number 10, the games are played on November 7th, 1981. Here's a look at the AP polls on November 9th. At Florida State at number 20, 19 Hawaii, 18 UCLA, 17 Washington State, 16 Arkansas, 15 Oklahoma, 14 Southern Mississippi, 13 North Carolina, 12 Miami, 11 Michigan, 10 Texas, Arizona State, 9, 8 Southern Methodist, 7 Nebraska, 6 Alabama, 5 Penn State, 4 Georgia, number 3 Southern California, 2 Clemson, and the number 1 team in the country was Pittsburgh. So that concludes a look at college football history review, the 1981 college football season, the week that was, the games that were played during week 10, November 7th, 1981. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.